children, welcome to another lecture of the first lecture basically of the online one. We have been doing, we had regular classes, so let us take up something. We had talked about fundamental units, need for a standard unit, all these things we had done. So our chapter is measurements and experimentation. Measurements and experimentation. And this is the first chapter that we are doing, and this is the first lecture that we are having the online way. That's why I am writing it one. Okay, in the class lectures it is online one, right? Many topics we had covered already. I think so. I talked about derived units also. Now next article is guidelines. Guidelines for writing the units. For writing units. Now see what are the guidelines for writing units. See, I think so while studying about physics or while writing the answers, while solving numericals, already you have been through these rules, but you need to have more insight about it, more information you need to know about this one. Now what is this? See here. First guideline is what? The symbol for a unit which is not named in the honor of some scientist in written in lower letter. So we'll understand the rule first and not write the rule here. So if the unit is named not means if the unit is not named after some scientist, it must be written in small, like meter. This is correct and meter is wrong. So for length, if you are writing unit of length, so unit of length is correct to write in the small format only, means small letter. You have to write the unit if, but condition what? Not named after scientist. After scientist. In the honor, that word you can skip also, no problem. To honor the scientist only we are writing. Scientists have been the greatest contributors to our daily lives as well as the country itself. Not only, it's not like that a scientist from some other country has not contributed. Because if he had made a discovery, even every human being is making out of it, right? So to honor the scientist, this thing is there. Now what? That means this will be wrong. But suppose I am talking about the unit called as unit of force. Unit of force. What is unit of force? How it is? This is correct, but if I write it as small n, this will be wrong. Why? Because it is named after scientist. Named after a scientist. So if the unit is named after a scientist, it should be written in capital, but only the first letter should be capital. Only the first letter should be capital. So unit of pressure, PA, small pa will be wrong. This will be correct. So unit of pressure is Pascal, but capital P is there, and if it is containing more than one letter, then next letter should be small. Is it clear? Clear? Now, the next is what? The symbol which is used, symbol of a unit which is named in the honor of some scientist is an initial capital letter. So, initial capital letter should be there. Clear? This thing is clear? But if we write, this is the small, but suppose we want to write the Newton only. Second rule is what? If we want to write the full name, like want to write Newton, that means if we are not writing only the single letter, if you want to write, so what that rule is? That rule says full name of a unit. So full name of a unit. Full name of unit in small letters. So how? Suppose I have to write Newton. So I will not write this, will be wrong. How I have to write full name? This will be correct. Suppose I want to write Pascal, I will write PASCAL. All is small. I am not like this. Here I am writing this. Don't say that sir, this also. This is, I am writing the name of scientist. This is the scientist name. So Pascal. So this is correct. This is wrong. Okay. And I expect that all of you will use these rules and implement them while you are solving the questions or writing it. Okay. Till class 8th you have been using units and you have been writing it also. But many places you had made mistakes and all. But still, now the rules for writing the units you must understand. I think so. You must have done this also in the class 6th also. But there's a greater emphasis now. So understand it properly. 2 rules we have done. I think so 3 rules we have done. And now one more thing is given here. The 4th rule is, regarding the compound unit. You know what is compound unit? See children, compound unit means that this unit is obtained by multiplying 2 or more units. So it is, so compound unit means unit that is obtained by combining two or more units. Combining 2 or more units. Like if you remember, I had told about momentum. What is momentum? I told you, momentum is the product of mass and velocity. So the unit is written as, it should be written as Newton, that is 1 unit, and a dot should be there, and second, Newton second. You put a dot in between. It is should be written by putting a dot between the individual units or leaving space between the individual units. Either put a dot or leave a space between the individual units. Okay? So you can leave a space also. So that, don't think that we were writing like this, that was wrong. No, this is correct. Okay, you not knowing this, so see here for velocity. It is what? This was going to write what? Space you write ms minus 1. Here. So whenever a compound unit is there, you can put either a dot in between or leave a little bit space between them. Don't, that space should not be too much big. Not less also, not more also. Then, negative powers are used for compound units obtained by dividing one unit with another units. I think so that fifth rule is taken up here only. That if you are having a unit like this, that is a compound unit like this was basically what? Meter per second. So you don't write like this, we are putting a negative power. That means second is here, it goes in the numerator and becomes what? ms minus 1. Or one more unit is there na? For pressure. Newton per meter square, you don't write like this. How do you write? We write Nm minus 2. Newton per meter square. That way you can write. Clear? Then the next rule, guideline, next rule for writing unit is next is the sixth rule. Excuse me. Now see, unit is never written in short form. So a unit in short form is never written in plural. A unit in short form, this is important. Short form is never written in plural. In plural. Now, example, how to understand this? Like if I have to write 30 kilogram. Is it plural only? It is not 1 kg. 30 kg means 30 times 1 kg. So how do we write this? We have to write it as we are using this generally 30 kg. That is correct. But if I write 30 kgs, this will be wrong. Like for length, 201 kilometer is correct, but if I write 201 kilometers, this will be wrong. So never write the plural form of a unit. That is what? That is in the short form. So whatever unit is written in the short form, its plural form should be never written. I hope these all rules are clear to you. And please, these things should be reflected in your answers or while writing the notes. Don't take it only for a topic but also for all the numericals or units that you'll be using after this thing, that you will be taking up this thing. Now the next topic which we will study is system of units. I think so for system of units already you are knowing about CGS, MKS, SI units. You have been through these things. You are knowing about all these things. We'll take a better one, and more importantly I will be taking up the definitions. Like I had told you now about the characteristics of units. There I told the unit should be properly, it should be able to define without any doubt or ambiguity. It should be able to reproduce, means it should be easily reproduced. Okay, should not be perishable, should not change space and time. I think so all these things you have done. And see what is the homework. Homework is that you write all these guidelines in the copy. All these guidelines you written in the copy, maybe in the form of example. I have been speaking also, so you listen to what I have said and that you write. Okay, that is your homework.